Hello, how are you? This is Robert Bolden, Life Transformed, and this is We Wednesday. And I call it We Wednesday because we are in this together. Jump on here every Wednesday at about this time with the thought process to share some big insights that I've had, or you've had, or someone has had in the last week. And our hope is that through sharing insights, someone else may get like a big aha moment from that same insight. So let's dig right in. We are live on YouTube as well. So if you're joining us, so glad to see you. Message me, reach out, comment on the video. If you want to be a participant sometime, just let me know that as well. We'll get you involved. All right, let's jump in. There was, again, several things this week. But let's go with this one, 2 Corinthians 10:5. We are taking every thought captive to the obedience of Christ, basically is what it said. And I love that. It's something that you and I have to be very intentional about. Every thought captive. But I love this, the way the devotional described this. And it said, shop for our thoughts. Isn't that good? Like you would a new outfit, a new suit, a new dress, whatever it may be. Examine the quality of the material, try the clothes on, and observe from all angles. You should do the same with thoughts. Isn't that a great way to think about thoughts? I think it's easy to just, a thought comes into your mind, into my mind, and I just react to it instead of measuring it up, looking at it from all perspectives. Is this a good quality thought or not? Is this thought going to lead me on a good path or not? I think that's brilliant. Your thoughts are not all your own to start with. There's a fact. And again, how cool is that? So and I've never really thought about it that way. I never thought about, well, whose thoughts are these? Are they mine? Or are they someone else's? Or whatever. So that's just such a great way to look at it, to evaluate it. Many thoughts come into your mind triggered by other things, a movie, a conversation, a song, anything, really. Just because a thought is in your head, it doesn't make it yours. Boom. You're not required to buy it. Isn't that great? Just because a thought is in your head, it does not make it yours. You have to intentionally buy it, just like you would that suit or that piece of clothing. So there has to be some intentionality with thoughts. I think this is brilliant. I love it. If a thought doesn't, next line, only buy what thoughts work best for you. That's it. So if a thought is taking you down a rabbit hole, if a thought is getting you into the what if this, what if that, that's not going to serve you. Get rid of it. Don't buy it. You are in control of your thoughts, not the other way around. So it is really about taking charge of your thoughts and understanding that they aren't just, if I let them randomly come into my head and then start to influence what I do, how I behave, not good. Not good. If a thought doesn't fit your, if a thought doesn't fit your authentic self, release it. Don't judge it, dissect it, just let it go. Just like an outfit. You don't jump on it and buy it. You just put it back on the rack. It's the same thing. So don't worry about judging it, dissecting it, just let it go. If it doesn't fit who your authentic self is, who is a child of God, created for love and abundance and joy and peace and all those things, just put it back. If it's going to lead you to a place potentially that is going to be conflict or um, you know, divisiveness, any of those things, put it back. It's amazing how many thoughts pass through our minds at any given time. The sheer number can become destructive. So think about this. This is another great point. Our bodies view multitasking as a threat. When we do it, it raises our threat response system biologically. Too many thoughts to remain in your mind, or you raise your threat response systems, secreting stress hormones. Wow. So that's why it is so important. What I learned here, it's so important. If a thought comes in, don't dissect it. If it doesn't serve your authentic self, get rid of it. Because if you have too many of these thoughts running around in your head, your stress level increases, leads to disease and all those other things. Simplifying your thoughts simplifies your body's response in the present moment. Decluttering your mind creates an emotional margin and opens you up to greater peace, oneness, and presence right now in the moment. I can't say enough about this devotion and the power of taking thoughts captive. And I know I can take advantage of this, and we'll be able to continue to take advantage of this. And I think it's like anything else. If you make it a habit, it'll really serve over time. And it's with this awareness and really emphasis on taking every thought captive, and start to pay attention to what thoughts are coming into your mind, because that's going to give you an idea too. Well, maybe I'm watching too much TV, or I'm reading the wrong kind of books, or I'm around the wrong kind of people. If these kinds of thoughts are popping in my head, what are the thoughts? Are they not of your authentic self? So then you have to think about, where am I getting them? But before you even think about that, just get rid of them. Take them captive to Jesus and say, Jesus, you take this away. Don't want it. Don't need it. Take it away from me. So beautiful. So thank you for joining me today on WeWednesday, because we are in this together. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, let me know what you thought, and let me know how this impacted you. And I'll be back here next Wednesday about that same time. Until then, have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening.